Yo, what's up guys, it's me Jake here, and with the month of July ending and the new month of August starting, I think I don't have to say what this video is. I think all of you guys know that this video is going to be a haul. I'm going to try and make a manga reading log, a huge one soon actually. I'm thinking about having like everything I've read since my last one, which is going to be a lot, so stay tuned for that. I'm trying to get in either later like this week or either early next week, so we'll see how that goes. But start off, I don't want to go too far into other things, but so to start off, I'm going to be talking about my Viz section, which is going to start with Kupo-san Won't Let Me Be Invisible, Volume 2. I really liked this series from what I read. I, of course, have not read my Volume 1, and I just got Volume 2. I read the first, like, 6-ish chapters online, and it was really good. So I'm going to just give this a lot of volumes and binge this, because I know it's going to be one of those series I really enjoy. It has great art. I think the anime is coming out later on this year or early next year. Cannot wait for that. This is a great series, underrated, and it's kind of generic rom-com, but it is also a very good one, so I definitely recommend this one. Now, this next volume is a series I'm going to be starting to read very soon, because I read the first volume, but I wanted to give it a couple volumes before I actually tested if I want to read more or if I wanted to sell it or not. And that's going to be Freerian Volume 5. So I'm going to be binge reading this soon. I cannot wait. I'll probably make a video about it when I finish reading it, but I cannot wait to actually finally start reading it again, I can say. First volume I had mixed opinions about, but I hear very good things about Freerian, so I want to give it that chance. It's just, I don't know, there's a lot of time skips in the first volume, and I didn't really enjoy that kind of storytelling, so we'll see if that changes or if I like this anymore as time goes on. Now, next up is going to be a series all of you guys know. Anime just got announced literally yesterday for when I'm recording this, and that's Kaiju number 8. Cannot wait for that anime. This is a great series. The art is very good, and I cannot wait to see what they do with it. I felt like it was more of a Bones or Madhouse series, but of course it got taken by Toho Animation. Fine by that. I just felt like the character design kind of felt like Bones or Madhouse. I forgot which one did FMAB, but that's kind of the studio I thought would be doing this as well. They have similar kind of character design, so I thought it would work better in that. But I'm completely fine with Toho Animation because they're a pretty good animation studio, and this is a really good series, so I hope they do it justice. Next up, I got 2 volumes because my Amazon's super weird, and that's volumes 7 and 8 of Undead Luck. Now, with this, I'm going to talk about how stupid Amazon is right now. The new menu for the orders is terrible, and I just hate it. I can't say anything else. It's disgusting. I literally can't tell what I have pre-ordered because it goes off when you purchased it or pre-ordered it instead of the date it's going to be shipped to you, which I think is very stupid, and I don't know how to fix it because the old menu looked so much nicer, but this new menu is just disgusting. So this got lost in there, and I couldn't find either or. So yeah, I didn't know if I pre-ordered them, so then I noticed I didn't have them, and I just bought them at Barnes & Nobles. Easy fix. Amazon, fix your menus. Now that reasoning is the same for this one with Tonikawa, Fly Me to the Moon, 11 and 12. Same exact reasoning. I just didn't know I didn't have these pre-ordered. I had the pre-orders volumes up to volume 10 from volume 2, and I didn't know I had these not pre-ordered yet. So I hate Amazon right now. It's very annoying, but what can you do? Cannot wait to get into this more. I kind of stopped reading it around volume 7-ish, but I'm gonna start reading it again and binging again. I really liked Tonikawa from what I read, and I really love the anime, so hopefully it stays that good quality, and hopefully I still enjoy it. Next up is a series that I think a lot of you guys are actually picking up currently, and it's probably one of the bigger ones out of the newbies and Jump. And I say newbies, but it still has over a year under its belt. It's Sakamoto Days. I think everyone knows about this, and almost everyone's picking it up. It's a fantastic read. It has a great amount of comedy and action. It reminds me of Gintama a little bit with it being serious and also being very comedic at points. And also the characters are really interesting. I love Shin and I love Sakamoto. So, highly recommend this one. It's very good. This is the most latest volume. I think there's 7 or 8 out in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong by that. Don't take everything I think I say as solid fact. But this, very good. Cannot wait for more. I kind of stopped reading it around where volume 5 starts. So, I'm going to wait till volume 6 or 5 comes out, and then I'm going to start binging it again, because I love this and I cannot wait for more. The next thing I got is legitimately a brick, and that's going to be Bleach, the 20th anniversary edition. This thing looks phenomenal. I love the look of it. I love the red spine. I love the cover. And I love the back of it. But one issue. It's like impossible to open without you feeling like it's going to explode. This thing is the stiffest volume I've ever owned. If you're a huge fan of Bleach, definitely pick this up. It's a really nice looking volume. But if you're just trying to read Bleach, definitely don't get this volume. I'm going to be very honest about this. You just can't read it. It's literally impossible. I know some of my friends, I was talking East Coast Manga about this. He tried reading this, and he did read it, and he said it was very hard to do. So I can tell just by how it feels when you open it. It's very stiff. It's very hard to open. So definitely don't suggest reading it. But if you're just looking for a collector volume and you want this, then I definitely suggest it. Next up is a series I'm waiting for the completion of to kind of get back into it. I did make a video on it, and it is in my top 10 so far. That's going to be Beastars. I love Beastars so much. It's a phenomenal read. It's a phenomenal story. Definitely one of the most unique things I've ever read with how many themes it delves into. I'm going to say this is a very good series. I have not read volume 18 or 19 yet, but at this point I'm trying to think I can probably wait till it completely finishes, because it finishes at volume 22. I think it's 22. So I have 3 more volumes, and they're coming out kind of quick, so I might as well just wait till it finishes, then reread it and finish it out to see my opinion on the ending, because I don't remember everything, but I do remember all the main things that happened. So we'll see. I cannot wait, and I've just been loving the series. Next up is going to be my Yen Press section. Now, I did get a bit from Yen Press. I think it's around the same as my Viz section. My other section is way bigger than both this month for whatever reason. Sometimes it's Viz, or sometimes it's that company that kind of kills me a lot. But this is Hi, I'm a Witch, and My Crush Wants to Make Me a Love Potion, Volume 1. Saw some panels on Twitter like a month ago, and it was getting hyped up on the Yen Press Twitter. Very interesting looking, so I decided to pick it up. I've yet to read this one fully yet. I've actually yet to read it at all. But it looks really good. The art's fantastic. The only thing that has been pushing me off is whenever I skim through it, it looks very wordy. So I'm not really into that wordy manga as much right now. I, of course, can read it. It's just going to be, like, annoying for me right now. I'm not really in the mood for those kind of series, so that's why I've not yet read this. I'm going to wait until I'm in the mood to be able to read that, because not many series that I'm not in the mood for I can read, as you can tell. This is not one of them. Because when I'm not in the mood for something, I kind of don't want to read it. I mean, that's why I've been kind of laying off on Dr. Stone. Really love Dr. Stone, but it is quite wordy. I'm just not in the mood to read that much right now. I'm kind of in the Unga Bunga Moon mindset, where I just read all that stuff that is very, words, like Shizoshimi stuff, and just be like, yeah, this is amazing, yeah. That's just me right now, so yeah. That's why I've yet to read this. Talking about not that wordy, I'm going to be talking about a series that I think was a phenomenal first volume, but I think was kind of wordy, but nothing crazy. Shadow's House. I think this was a phenomenal first volume. Definitely very unique. I've never read anything like it. It is very weird vibe. I would say it's a very weird vibe. I don't know where it's going to go. It could be a very big mystery series. It could be a slice of life. It could be a lot of things, but I just don't know anything about what it's going to become, and I really like that. I think it's a very high potential series, and I'm going to say this is a very good read from what I have read. The art is crazy at times. The double page spreads almost always just hit like a monster. They're actually incredible. Let me try and find one for you guys, because like I've loved so far every double page spread we have gotten. Like this, like that is crazy. I really love that. I love the look of the kind of world, I would say. I think it's a really interesting looking vibe, and yeah, very highly suggest Shadow's House. Now, this is the last Yen Press thing I picked up that was a manga and not a light novel. I got some light novels this month. I'm going to go through it for my other company too, but first, my last manga is going to be Cool Generic Romance. If you know nothing about this, this is made by the manga who made After the Rain. This is a new her new series, sorry. And I'm going to say that I think this is currently on her hiatus. I think she's taking some time off, but I cannot wait for it to come back, because it looks like this series looks just super interesting. I've yet to read this because I literally just picked this up the other day, but I'm really interested in picking this up to start reading this. It looks really interesting. It looks like my kind of vibe, and I cannot wait for it. Oh my god, I caught that. Looks like something I would love, and I cannot wait. So yeah, Cool Generic Romance. Now I'm going to quickly go through my novels, I think, but that's going to be 86 Novel 8. It's a little bit damaged, but it's been really hard to find for the past couple weeks, so I'm just going to leave it as is for now, and then maybe later on I'll replace it. But yeah, I cannot wait to get into 86. I need 2 more volumes to be caught up and have everything. I need 3 and 7? Yeah, 3 and 7. And then I have all 10 volumes of 86. I think 11 comes out in November-ish, so I have time to read it by then, but I also need to pick up 2 volumes. So I might start reading it soon, but I really want to have all 10 volumes before I start reading it, because I feel like this is going to be a series I'm going to start and not want to drop. So that's kind of my kind of vibe with this series. I've watched the first 3 episodes and I really enjoyed it. It started off kind of slow, but of course I think that the pacing for the anime is going to be kind of crazy, because the first 12 episodes is literally 1 novel, so that's kind of an insane feat to do. I think that means it's a great adaptation, and it probably puts everything inside that novel finally into an anime. A lot of series don't do that. They kind of take some things out of the anime from the novel, and it's kind of annoying, but it looks like 86 doesn't do that. I'm really excited for that. Next up is another one that I kind of wanted to start reading earlier, but I haven't had the time to, and that's going to be Banished Hero, Volume 6, or, well, Banished from the Hero's Party. I decided to live a quiet life in the countryside. Sorry. Banished, I call it, but it's easier to spell Banished. So, I've been wanting to read this before this volume came out, but now I've kind of just given up on that. I think I'll start reading this very soon. Cannot wait for it. It looks very good, and it's one of those thin novels I can probably read in a couple days. Maybe even a singular, reading session. All of them are like this, so hopefully I can get through this quick, and hopefully I enjoy it a lot, because I have yet to read this, but I've been really wanting to. The next 2, Barnes & Noble had a buy one, get one half off, or buy one, get one free, or whatever, for hardcovers. I think it was buy one, get one half off, and I bought 2 novels that I've never seen anyone's collection, but I've been really wanting. There's going to be Yokohama Station SF and Yokohama Station SF National. I've been really wanting this. It's something I've been really interested in getting for a really long time, ever since the first time I saw it in Barnes & Noble's. I finally saw it, and was like, I'm picking it up since it's buy one, get one half off on hardcovers. Not many hardcovers on my Barnes & Noble's that day, but let me just show you the slipcover spine for this one. Love it. I love black and gold. The other one's black and green, but this one's black and gold. I love that kind of look on it. Cannot wait to actually get into this, because I've been quite busy recently, but cannot wait. Looks very good, and I've been really excited to get into it. Now, my last stuff in my Empress section is actually just because I was too lazy to put my volumes back on one shelf, so I had to get 2 volumes to fill out one shelf. So I decided to pick up 2 of these, since they were actually pretty cheap on Amazon at that point. It's going to be Overlord 2 and 3. I think these were like 15 bucks each on Amazon. So I decided I'm picking these up. That's cheap. That's $5 off each. And it became like around 33-ish bucks with shipping. Not shipping, tax, sorry. With taxes. So really excited to finally have 2 and 3 of Overlord. I'm trying to pick up a bunch of them. I know the Overlord light novels in Japan are ending in 2 novels. So I think we're like around like a volume behind, I believe. If not, we're like near caught up. I think it's going to be volume 17 is going to end on, or something around there. Cannot wait to get into Overlord. I've watched quite a bit of the anime, and I very much enjoyed it, so cannot wait to read it and finally see the difference between the novel and the anime. Next up is my 7C section, and like I said, this section literally killed my wallet this month. Section with the most volumes out of all of them by far, not even close. And the first 2 I'm going to show off is This Is Screwed Up, but I was reincarnated as a girl in another world. If I'm being real honest, I bought both these because the art is very interesting looking, and it looks very, kind of basic isekai, but it looks like it has potential to be good. I was wrong. It's just a very, very generic isekai with really good art. That's literally it. I would suggest it if you're looking for, a weird, kind of darker, but also wholesome isekai, because basically the first chapter is very edgy, and after that, it's just a guy who's in this girl's body in another world that's an orphan, and she has creation magic, and she's just busted, and he just makes a house and starts living like a quiet life. And it kind of sounds like the kind of name Banished. Got banished from a hero's party and decided to live a quiet life on countryside. Just take away banished from a hero's party. Just decided to live a quiet life on countryside. That's what this series is. Literally, that's what I've read so far. So yeah, kind of weird, but kind of generic at the same time. Now, the next one, I don't know if I can show the cover of it, so I'm not going to, but the next one's going to be Samuel Paris Volume 3. I've been saying that Samuel Paris is like a solid 6.5 out of 10, and it's nothing crazy, but after this volume, I bumped it up to an 8.1. This volume was absolutely incredible. It was crazy. The ending was just like, oh my god, I need more, and now I have to wait till I think like January to get another volume, because it's a weird release and it's really slow. This volume was crazy, highly suggested, left off on a huge cliffhanger. Oh my god, this series has such high potential now. I think it can go a lot of different ways, and I think it can go one way, which will be incredible, or it can just be very edgy and very bad. So, hopefully it's the first. Hopefully it's incredible, because this volume was insane. It was very good. So yeah, that's Himmel Paris Volume 3. Next up, I have Into the Deepest, Most Unknowable Dungeon Volume 3. I've yet to read my Volume 2. I've really enjoyed Volume 1. Definitely a different kind of series. And yeah, I cannot wait for more volumes. These look really nice on the shelf. I really like the spines of these. Looks really nice. And yeah, cannot wait for more. And I'm going to probably start reading these again soon. But of course, they're pretty wordy, so I don't know when. Next up is a series that just came out recently, and that's going to be Die Dark Volume 4. I forgot how heavy these kind of volumes are, because they have the last one released in like December. Kind of hefty to them, and they're really nice quality. I've yet to read 2, 3, or 4, because I want to give myself more volumes. Plus, I know Hayashida has a really slow release schedule, so I don't want to like kind of read it and be waiting for like 8 months for a new volume. I don't really like doing that. So yeah, I kind of want to wait for a bunch more volumes to come out. I might read this soon. I might read this now, but I don't know when I'm going to, because I already know I'm going to like it. It very much reminds me of Dorohedoro. I know Hayashida, same manga, but it literally feels like she's making the same series with different characters, so I'm kind of fine with that. Really, a pretty interesting vibe and a kind of interesting concept still, so very much enjoying it, and I cannot wait for more, and I don't know when I'm going to continue reading it. Next up is one I have talked about a lot, but I've yet to make a video on, and I don't know why, and that's going to be 2.5D Seduction, Volume 3. Phenomenal. I think that this just keeps getting better and better. I think it stays wholesome now. It's staying wholesome. It's staying really good. Yes, they're showing a lot of ecchi scenes as well, but the whole premise is just a wholesome rom-com about this guy just trying to get better for this girl and then growing a relationship. It's just very, very good. I think it's a very good wholesome rom-com. Out of all of them, one of the very, very top tier ones. Definitely highly recommend this one if you've yet to even read this or start picking it up. Definitely very different, and of course, maybe if you don't have a big collection, your mom might look at stuff. Don't, because the cover's kind of like this, and you know, they do show nips, so yeah, but it's very good. Otherwise, I highly suggest it. And yeah, that's 2.5D Seduction Volume 3. Next up that I picked up is going to be another series I picked up before a bunch of people, then they started picking it up. Actually, me and East picked this up on the same day. A bunch of other people picked up afterwards because we're just cool like that. It's going to be Box of Light Volume 1. One of the nicest looking volumes. It has like the matte volume, but with like the text and the picture being glossy. I really love those volumes. Just looks really nice. If you have to read it, cannot wait to read it. It has an interesting premise. I don't think it's going to be something that like kind of blows my expectations away, but I'm going to say it's probably going to be something that I think is pretty decent. Continue to pick up because of it, but yeah, cannot wait to get into this, and I hope the rest of the volumes have the same kind of look, because this just looks insane, and I really like it, so yeah. Next up is a series I've been raving about for who knows how long now, and that's going to be Time Stop Hero Volume 5. I think this series is completely hilarious. This volume is not one to let's just stop at. This is just an amazing volume. I cannot wait for more. I know I have to wait for a while, like January or something, but this just proved that I love this series so much. Kuzuno Sekai is just so stupid. I think the main MC is just so dumb, and I just love it. He's just incredibly dumb, and I just think it's hilarious. So if you're into those kind of series where you won't get mad at the MC for being stupid, you'll like this, because this is just hilarious because of it. Next up is a series I've talked about a lot, so I'm not going to go that far into depth with it. It's going to be Tokyo Revengers, the Barnes & Noble edition, and the normal one. Now, I've been seeing a lot of mixed things where the normal one's way smaller than the Barnes & Noble one. For me, it's literally the same exact size. I don't know why mine is different from a lot of people, but the text, the paper quality is insane on these, and I'm going to say definitely recommend picking this up. But I don't know why people's normal volume is way thinner. I don't know if mine got weird print where it has the same paper as this one, because I think that both the papers are just phenomenal. Like, you can't really see through the paper at all, and I really like that, because most 2-in-1s you see through the paper, the thin pages. These are not. They're very hefty volumes, and I really like it. They're sig size. They help kind of show how good Ken Wakui's art is, and I definitely recommend these volumes. Now, a series that not many of you probably know I like, but I really liked the anime that I did watch, because I didn't finish the anime. That's going to be My Senpai is Annoying. Cannot wait to get more volumes. This is like semi-full color at points, and at points it's not. I know later on it's basically full color. At this point it's not. It's like kind of white at a lot of pages, but kind of full color at others. It just looks really nice. Really cannot wait for more. These releases are really I really love these releases by 7Seas. Like the spines, like the story. So hopefully I like past the anime, and hopefully I like the manga as much as I like the anime. Now, next 3 things I bought from 7Cs are all novels, so I might go through these a little faster. That's me, The Most Notorious Talker runs the Greatest Clan novel 2. I've yet to read volume 1, but this just looks incredible. It looks insane, so that's why I picked up volume 2 without reading volume 1. Just cannot wait to read these. These are thick volumes too, so it's going to take me a while, but yeah. Next up is a novel I've been just waiting for so long. Modern Villainess. It's not easy building a corporate empire before the crash. I'm waiting so long for this volume, and it did not disappoint quality-wise. It looks amazing. I really love the look of it. Really love the kind of font of everything. I like how the Villainess part is kind of popping out, if you can tell that. Really like the kind of concept of this, and I cannot wait to start it because I just recently picked this up, so I've yet to start it. But yeah, cannot wait. Very cool concept and very interesting kind of isekai, because it's nothing like normal isekai where they get reincarnated to a new world with fantasy elements. Nah, she just gets reincarnated to like 1999. That's literally it. And the last one is Wait For Me Yesterday in Spring. Now, this novel is made by the one who made Tunnel of Goodbyes, and made by the author who did Tunnel of Goodbyes, sorry. And I cannot wait for this, cannot wait to read it. I know that she just made another novel, and it's like the 3rd entry to her autumn time series. I don't know what they're called, like autumn time manipulation series or whatever. So now I know this is time manipulation, and it makes me even more interested. So yeah, cannot wait. Now the last 2 are gonna be like a Misc publisher kind of deal. In the first one, I've been waiting legitimately 2 years for this volume. Today's Menu with the Mia Family Volume 4. I've literally been waiting since before I made my YouTube channel for this volume to come out, and it has finally came out. That shows. My YouTube channel became 2 years old July 2nd. That's when I posted my first video. It was July 2nd. And I literally had this almost all, and I've been waiting for it since before that. Yeah, Denpa, please release stuff faster. I'm sorry. I've just been waiting so long for this, and it's kind of annoyed me at this point. So please. I know Volume 5 is set to release later this year. Yeah, no, it's releasing in 2025. We all know it. And the final volume in this haul is something I've been really interested in because I've been seeing it at Barnes & Noble a lot, and that's going to be Sin O Alice. Interesting concept, and I'm going to probably read this very soon. Might give it a couple volumes to see if I want to binge it, but I don't know. I don't know when Volume 2 comes out, so I might not. I might just read this because if Volume 2 comes out in a while, I'll just want to read it. So yeah, that's my kind of whole take on this. Have yet to read it because I literally just picked it up. I just picked up a lot of these volumes. I didn't really pick stuff up in the first half of July. I picked up stuff in the later half, so yeah. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope I see you guys next time. Peace!